Hi, I'm Sophie and welcome to my world. Today I have something very special. It's a toy. It's a tactile toy. I like to call it my hide and seek tactile bag. And what it is it's a little window that is filled with rice, but inside are little tiny treasures. Can you see? There's a giraffe in here. So what I want to do is teach you how to make this. What's really fun about it is that little kids can not only play with it because it feels good, but they can find little teeny treasures. And you can give them little challenges. You can say, find something purple, or find the giraffe, or find something round. So you can play with it in many different ways. Now, to make this project, all we're going to need is some rice. And I've got about 1.5 cups here. You might need a little bit more, so just have rice on hand. But about 1.5 cups of rice. You're going to need duct tape. You're going to need, this is really super important, you're going to need clear packing tape. And you're going to need a Ziploc bag. You're going to need some little fun toys. And what you really want here are flat things. You don't want anything that's sharp. You don't want anything that's going to poke through your bag. So these items right here are perfect. Color is great. Textures are great. This is kind of really fabulous to put in there. I've got lots of little like erasers work really, really well. And lots of little fun toy shapes. These are all great things to put in. So to begin, I'm going to take a Ziploc bag. And in this case, I'm just going to be using a sandwich bag. And I'm going to fill it with about 1.25 cups of rice. Now, you might find 1.25 cups to 1.5 cups is what you want. You want it to be about halfway filled in your bag here. And then what you want to do is start putting your little treasures in. Now, I would say, depending on the size of your treasures, I would say between 10 and 12 treasures is probably good. So you're just going to put these into your bag. And again, variety, color, shape, size, those kind of things are great. Heart, that's a good one. What else do I have here? I love littler things. Oh, this is great. This is an eraser. It's a shark eraser. One of the things that you should do while you're doing this is just keep a little list of what it is that you've put inside here, because then you can use those as your challenges because you'll know what you have inside. You can say, find 12 different things, or you can say, find things that are purple, and you'll know that there's a purple fuzzball in there. There's a red purple heart in there. Now what you want to do is seal your bag and just kind of place it on its side. You do want to try to get rid of all the air. So I've opened this up here a little bit. Just going to push, try to get all the air out, but not the rice. And you want to seal it back up. Again, just try to get out as much of the air as possible. Okay, now this is where the packing tape comes in. And this is really, really important because you don't want your bag to break. And the packing tape is going to help to make sure that you have a nice, solid surface for your kids to play with. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm laying from the top part down, laying an entire strip across the top part of my Ziploc bag. Now, don't worry about this part here, the sealed part. That's going to get covered by duct tape. That's not going to be anywhere near where the hands are going to be. So now I'm going to flip it over, and I'm just going to take the tape and keep going across the back. And I can snip that off. Now, really important, fold that edge over or you'll lose it. Okay, so seal that together, so that's nice and sealed. Then find that edge, and just like in duct taping, what we want to do is overlap by 1/4 inch at least. Lay it down, flip it over, seal it. Again, make sure that you fold that edge over so that you don't lose it. Trust me, I've lost my edge many a time. Okay, and my last one. And again, don't get terribly, terribly concerned about the bottom part here because we're going to cover that with duct tape. Make sure you do have that overlap though. Okay, and I just cut that off and fold this over. And I'm going to save that for later. And now I'm just going to come along and just trim these little bits. So I've got a nice trimmed edge here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to actually take, I've got this great rainbow tape that I think is really fantastic. We're actually going to take tape and we are just going to make a window frame. So I'm going to overlap by about, you can see that's about an inch. That's at least an inch in. Yeah, maybe more like an inch and a quarter. You want to be down from the edge here, from the sealed edge, and make sure that's nice and sealed. You want to be down from the edge that's sealed by about 2 pinkies, so about an inch there. Okay, I'm going to lay this here, and I'm leaving extra on this side as well, and that's about another 3/4 of an inch overhang over there. Okay, so I'm going to just go right around the whole frame here, and I'm making a picture frame, basically. Making sure that I'm overlapping here. See that? About an inch. Got a nice solid inch. Now don't worry that it doesn't have a back yet. You're going to get it back in a second. And the last strip. Right over that. I really like this tape, this rainbow tape. I just think it's really pretty. So if you look at this, and I think, if I remember correctly, I got this at Oriental Trading. Okay, so if you fold this over, you'll see there's sticky everywhere. But I've got a picture frame here and sticky on the back. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to seal this the same way on the back. In this case, though, if you watched on the front, I was going around and using the tape right on it. I'm going to rip my pieces off so that I have easy placement and then I'm not rolling my tape across and getting it stuck into the other tape. So I'm going to rip my pieces off by pre-measuring, and I'm just going to center them over the top of the other piece of tape and lay them down. Now, this may happen. Don't let that upset you. You're going to take care of that in just a second. So now you're going to do this for the remaining 3 sides. When you're all done, it should look something like this. So you see how I've got some overlay here? There's a little bit of sticky here, sticky here, sticky here, sticky here. Don't worry about that, because what we're going to do is come back and edge the entire thing. So for the edging, what I've done is I've taken some blue tape here, because I had some blue tape to match. I'm going to take my blue tape and I've cut it into 1-inch strips. And I'm going to lay my 1-inch strip right on that edge there. So it's half on, half off. And then I'm going to fold this over onto the back side. And that's going to seal that whole edge. Now I want to snip this little bit off, those little wings. And I'm going to come around and do this on all 4 sides. Sealing every side with a 1-inch strip of tape. Remember, half on, half off. Snip those edges as need be, and continue around and around and around, all the way around, until you're all sealed and done like this. And when you're done, you have a pillow that's fun to play with, but also has really sweet, cool, fun, hidden treasures inside. You never know what you're going to find. For more exciting treasure hunting ideas, come and check us out at Sophie-World.com. I want to see if I can find that giraffe again.